HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us a certain number of individuals to build our nation. And one of those gifts that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us was the gift of Rabbi Shesher. Multi-talented, multifaceted. He was able to write. He was able to speak. He was able to charm people. He had his special Nesias Chain, to be able to get people an achrayus, or feeling of responsibility for Klal Yisrael, responsibility for Kiddush Shem Shemayim. With those talents and those abilities, he used those to build Agudas Yisrael specifically, but generally build a Torah community in the country after the Second World War. Well, I remember we got a call from the yeshiva in Telz. The yeshiva in Telz had an annual fundraising campaign with Hanukkah candles. It was a major fundraiser for Telz Yeshiva. Telz Yeshiva got the candles imported from Eretz Yisrael, and they came by boat. And they came to the boat a few months before Hanukkah, and they were going to send it out. They had to ship it to Cleveland to be able to ship it out. And there was a strike at the port. And the unions were striking, and nothing was going on or off the boats. Who do you call? Call Rabbi Sher. They got a call from Cleveland, the executive director of the yeshiva and tells the yeshiva in Cleveland, call, it's a problem. There was, we have to get these, you have to go to the boats, and they say that nothing goes on or off. Rabbi Sher makes a couple of phone calls and finds out nothing's going on or off. He says the longshoremen, Mafia people, he says they're in charge, and they're not letting anything go on or off the boats, and that could be a major loss of money for Telz Yeshiva. And Rabbi Sher had an idea. In the labor department, in New York State Labor Department that he worked with for Shabbos laws and other problems that people had, he had become friendly with an Italian politician. And that politician, that Italian, had good friends in the Mafia. And Rabbi Sher called him up and said to him, you know, there's a problem, tell the yeshiva, Hanukkah candles, it's Hanukkah. So he says, I'm sorry, nothing's going on and off the boat. So they said, let's think about it. He said, and then he had the Siyata D'Shmaya to come up with, he said, how about perishables? How about something that's going to, if there was lettuce on the boats, and the lettuce would be ruined, the tomatoes, the lettuce on tomatoes. He says, well, that's an exception. We make an exception by perishable, something that's going to be perishable, they're going to lose it, so then they make the exception. So Rabbi Sher explained to him that Hanukkah candles before Hanukkah are perishables. Is if we don't get it off the boat, you can throw it in the sea. He says it has no value. So he says, let me take it over. So he went back, spoke to the Mafia bosses. Or he came back. He says, okay, Rabbi Sher, but somebody has to go down to the port to take it off. So Rabbi Sher calls the executive director of Telz Yeshiva. He says, get on a plane, get here to New York. You're going to the port to request that they should take these perishable candles off the boat. So he goes down there, and sure enough, they take the candles off the boat. They put truck on truck, and they said, how much do I owe the longshoreman for taking it off? He said, no, you don't owe anything. This is a special gift for the Jewish Godfather, Rabbi Sher, the Jewish Godfather. He was able to talk to people of all different backgrounds, and be able to be nesachein. And he had the siyata d'shmaya to be able to know the right thing to say at the right time.